Hello, this is the Adam saying, and in this tutorial we are going to paint on a wine bottle. So I chose a light color wine, and the reason why is because I wanted parts of the painting to be seen from the opposite side. But before we really begin, please don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you get notifications from my future videos. And the first thing I'm going to do is kind of map the stars. And I'm going to relate each star to each other. And figure out, are they on top of each other, are they a little bit to the left, to the right, or up and down. So I'm gonna place them, and obviously everything is going in a circle, so my canvas is not just left and right, but goes all around. So where I'm ending is going to be my beginning too. And I place the moon, and the most important thing is when we're using paint that is for glass, not to use water. So if you wash your brush, just dry it really well, because you don't want your paint to be diluted by water or dripping down or any of that. You just want to use the paint. So I'm going to just go around with tiny little brush strokes, go around and create the stars and create the moon. So for the moon color and the star colors, I'm using yellow, orange, and white. So all those three colors will create many more. Now what I'm doing wrong here is not using the handle or the neck of the bottle to hold it. So that will be so much more comfortable than what I'm doing here. And in one point I will actually start painting up high, and I'm not going to be able really to use that as a handle. But with other bottles I use the neck of the bottle as a handle, and it's so much easier on your hand and your arm. But so just moving in circles and leaving tons of space between the brush strokes, and the reason why is because I want the paint not to cover everything, but part of that bottle to be visible because it's transparent. The wine is light wine, which means the light's gonna go through that much easier, and everything's going to kind of glow, and it's gonna give us another tone and another illusion, three-dimensional illusion. So right here I am just trying to figure out where the wind is, where the brush strokes are going. Are they going around the moon? Are they going around the stars? Or are they just passing and creating a little bit of a curve? So I'm lifting my brush strokes a little bit higher on the neck, and just to create a little bit more interest. So I don't want to stop in a flat line. I just want to kind of come out a little bit of the predictable way of painting and create like a perfect top and bottom. So I will stay away from that, just because the bottle and the content of the bottle will help the art, and you'll see how much space I'm leaving around the brush strokes. So when you're doing the blues, alternate between all three blues and your white. So all three blues mixed with white will not overlap. That means the darker blue with white will not match the lighter blue, and the lighter blue with light color or white will not match the lighter blue. So I purchased three blues that if I mix them together they will not create each other, or mix them with white, they're not going to create the next one down. So one has a little bit of greenish in it, one is dark like ultramarine, and the other one is I don't remember exactly what blue was that, but I'm gonna try to post those colors in the description below. But just get blues that will give you more coverage as a different blue versus the same blue just with white, mixed with white. So following the wind on that picture is it's going, all the brush strokes going to follow that spiral. And I am making it a little bit too white, and totally works right now, but I know I'm going probably to add a little bit more blue in it later. And again, the most important thing is just follow tiny little brush strokes, don't rush it. I think without speeding up that video, I think it was under 40 minutes painting, so that makes a really good gift for a hostess gift or any gift, and it will make you look like a rock star. So I'm going to add a little bit lighter color, so give a little bit time to certain areas to dry, so when you're applying the new color, you're not gonna take away the old color. So I'm moving between top and bottom, and you're gonna see that a lot, and adding variations of blue. I will be adding silver to this painting in one point, so for us to add any iridescent color, we need dark background, like black color or something really dark, for that silver or gold or whatever you're using to actually be visible, and not just to create a shimmer, but to actually give you a silver color or gold color or copper or whatever else metallic paint you're using. So the brush strokes that I will add a little bit later will be black, and on top of them I will add the silver, and that silver will be visible, and it's gonna create really cool effect. So obviously on this painting we skipped the hardest part from the painting, which is the village. We kind of cut the painting right where the hills started, so concentrating on the easy part, which means you can't really mess this up. Even if you don't put the stars where they belong, as long as you're doing those brush strokes and you're alternating between different colors of blue and different colors of white and yellows and all that, it's going to look like a Van Gogh piece. There is no other way around. Now for the cypress, I'm adding greenish blue, actually greenish black, and that is where I'm going to add a little bit of that silver, which will brighten it a little bit more, so it doesn't stay like a black area, like a much darker area. So we're gonna tone that down a little bit with the silver. So going back with a little bit of blue, adding a little more brush strokes here and there where the blue seems a little bit too the same, and I just want to make sure that you see gazillions of brush strokes. Yeah, that's a very big number. And going around, adding now a little bit of the white. So it's like layering like every other painting. The only difference is you go in a circle and it is glass. So I am using glass paint that you can bake. Now obviously we cannot bake a bottle that it's closed, so we're gonna let this cure. So when you're reading the labels of the glass paint, make sure that the paint that you're buying is for glass, and also it will cure after a certain period of time. So when you're painting on glass, wine glass, or any glass for drinking, and it's empty, it's not closed, you can bake it, and of course follow the instructions of the paint, or markers. There's glass markers. But if you're painting on a wine bottle that is not open, don't bake that. You're gonna have a big problem in your oven. So yeah, I'm pretty much almost done with this. So it's like a little touches here and there, just making it more three-dimensional, or adding more brush strokes that are different colors. and emphasizing on exactly that, the brush strokes, the tiny brush strokes that are filling in the whole area. And yeah, so don't forget to sign that bottle on when you're done with it, because I don't think I did sign mine, which is kind of like a sad face, but that's okay. So you see on the bottom I did a swirl instead of just doing kind of a wave and finishing up there, so you can see the wine and part of the bottle on the bottom and also on the top. Now if you're painting on a wine that is a really good wine and you don't want to cover the whole label, please, yeah, leave it out. You know, make sure the label is visible partially or the whole label. But my wine that I'm painting, it wasn't anything that special, so I didn't do that. But that's it, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell. But this is it, and I will see you next week, and Mondays will be our Mondays live. So if you like to see me paint anything, just put something in the description below, message me, and I will see you next week. Thanks for watching. Bye everybody.